My last video is just rendering out and it's 12 o'clock, so that means it's time to eat. Oh fuck, this is not a good egg. What the fuck? Oh for fuck. Yeah, so that's what I had for breakfast. Had 5 grams of light margarine as well. Just about to go to a lecture, got my 2 litres of water to drink and a packet of Sunbites. So gonna go quickly. I normally train at 2 and it's currently 1 o'clock. So I'm gonna have to have a bit of a weird eating day in terms of order of things. Like I normally have 30% carbs before I train and the rest after. So I'm not really sure what I'm gonna do today. Speak really quickly because this card's about to run out. But anyway, see you later. It's 1 o'clock, I'm entering my lecture right now. Just got back from a lecture. The weather is so shit outside, it's raining and cold. I don't know what they put in those Sunbites. I think it's like crystal meth, but they're so good. So I ate those Sunbites. I'm gonna have banana and a rice cake thing and some pre-workouts. It's back day. So yeah. So about 30 minutes before I train, I will have some pre-workout and some BCAAs. I won't have this every day. I'll only have this on back, legs and chest day. The pre-workout that is, and maybe on another day if I feel like it. But I try not to make it a habit because the more you have something, the body kind of adapts to it, so it'll stop being as effective. I can't do this one hand. BCAAs. One. If you buy BCAAs, buy the iBCAAs ones because these ones do not mix with water. They sell like that and they're really hard to mix. But I've heard that the iBCAAs actually mix with water, so they're not that bad. Anyway, training in 30 minutes.
See, I don't want to hear that shit. You know, I don't want to hear you can't fucking do it because everybody knows you can fucking do it. You know, so it's not that you can, it's that you're choosing not to. You're pussing out. It's basically you don't want it bad enough. So hopefully this doesn't happen. Hopefully everyone out there wants this shit bad enough and you're willing to do whatever it takes.
Right, fuck Rich Piano, now it's time for Jason Genova, my favourite bodybuilder with an extra chromosome. So, yeah.
Alright, good morning everybody. So you were taking people's orders for t-shirts, but you didn't have anything to send them?
No. Not
Does that seem like a good idea?
Absolutely not.
So why did you guys do that?
He did it, not me. The only thing I was doing was promoting.
Again,
so you don't eat no meat, you don't eat no sushi.
Bye Jason.
You're vegetarian, you have freaking almond. Yes, Christ, we're doing a
Time to fucking train. 10 grams of dextrose post-workout and 50 grams. Yeah, man.
Which one?
Back.
Making proteins.
Get my protein.
Make some gains.
It's all kinds of gain. Like a bit. Oh. Oh, it's so hot. What's up? Later.
Yeah.
This was Tuesday, my back day. Episode back at the engine room in Plymouth. Started with 505 heavy compounds. So on a cut, I always like to start with those heavy compounds. That's what I'm doing. Starting with 60 kilograms, 1 plate each side, nice and light. Just 5 reps again. Little bit of a stretch out at the start. I'll stick a plate on each side, then go up in 2 plates at a time until I get to 170, which is what I've been maintaining my 505 on. Well, kind of. I did start at 180, but I've dropped it by 10. So my form was going to crap, and I didn't want to injure my back. But going up to 140 now, 505 again. My form was a bit rusty in this actually, like I can see some faults, like I've hit my knees on the way down. It's better to go for like a straight path down, so if you watch some of the deadlifts as well, like my buddy Nathan, he's always straight up, straight down kind of thing, so I reckon I could be utilising my lower back more and I'm bending my knees too early on the way down, so I shouldn't be hitting those knees really. Right, first working set, only put 1 set in here. 170. Yeah, buddy. I actually had a bit of a bad session in this one. My grip felt really weak for some reason, so my left hand was kind of letting go. Like, I'm not sure if I drop it into my fingertips in this one, but on a few sets I had to stop and readjust my grip, which kind of put me off. But yeah, that's how it is sometimes. Right, second exercise, I then just drop the weight, go into rows on those heavy compounds at about 2 minutes of rest. Rows, so utilising biceps and back on these, doing about 12 reps. Well, I am doing 12 reps and 4 sets. Final set will be a drop set, so final set on this one. Not good, shouldn't be hopping it for legs. When I do exercises, I'm terrible. My toes always come off the ground as I'm pushing my legs. And look at those uneven socks though, that's what I'm talking about. Yeah, next back exercise, lat pull down, going all the way to my chest, and trying to stay relatively upright just to focus on, I was getting mixed up, width rather than lat thickness. All the way to the bottom, so at the moment I'm about like just over 5 weeks out as well. Oh yeah, this is a drop set. I'll put all my exercises in here are like normally the last of the sets, and as I say, otherwise, yeah, I'm about 5 weeks out at the moment, so I'm getting more shredded. Everyone's been saying I look, well, on the internet anyway, been saying I look bigger, but in fact I'm getting smaller. It's just the more you lean up, the more tone and definition that you can see, so you appear to look bigger even though in fact you're getting smaller. Like, if you saw me in real life and saw what I was like when I was bulked, you'd say I've got smaller. It's inevitable really, you drop a lot of water weight. I do straight arm lat pull downs, is that what they're called? I always get them mixed up. If I can't remember the name, I'll put it in the description. But do those 4 sets, about 12 reps as well, just really focusing on contracting your back. That mind muscle connection is what we want to get. My camera died shortly after the next exercise, so you missed pretty much all of biceps, but I switched it up again and changed the back exercise, so I did a underhand grip pull down. At this point, both camera batteries somehow managed to die, so I finished my workout with some more arms. This is kind of like an arm back / cross, I call it. It isn't really back specific. And I did some alternating incline curls, I believe, 4 sets, 12 reps on a fairly light weight, so I normally use this back day as a light day, and then I did cable curls.
You told me that
I've done this in a pretty weird order today as well. So normally what I do is I'll have my eggs and bread and shit, and then I'll go and train, and then straight afterwards I'd have a meal. I kind of cook before I train. Normally train at about 2 because of my lecture in the day. I can do that. So I've ended up having all my calories because of my lecture in the day and my filming this, and it's taken so long to do because I'm filming everything. I've ended up having all my calories just past the start of my fast. So I'm gonna have to eat like 1,500 calories in order to keep up my schedule. I don't want to lose too much weight, so I want to get them all in. I prioritize calories over fasting anyway, so yeah, I'm gonna do that. Look at that shit. Oh yeah, that's what you want. Man, look at that shit right there. This is why I bake chicken. Look at this shit. Oh, so moist. Oh yeah. Mate, I feel like I'm bulking. I feel so full. I've left all my calories, literally like 2,000 of them, till the last half an hour. Break up those lumps, man. Cook that shit till it's golden brown. Pretty much there, it's a nice brown colour and there's not a lot of pink left in it. I'll break up like the bigger bits. If you leave the bits disgusting, then they'll drain the fat off. 15% lean mince beef, or so it's below 15% fat. Lower's generally better, but I can't really afford that stuff, so this is 750 grams as well. That will last me 6 days if I eat every day, so I'll have 125 grams of the mince a day, and that will last 750 grams, so it will last me over a 6-day period. So basically, I'll weigh it all out and divide it by 6 and put it into little bags and freeze it. We'll see in a minute, so that's done. I want to apologise in advance as well for my disgusting and fucking student kitchen. I live in a house with 8 other people, so I'm not cleaning up that shit. Cheese grater, bro. Get rid of that fat. Right, then I'll put the veg in the same one. Get a bit of olive oil in there to get my fats up, so probably about 15 mil. 200 grams of onions. which is about 2 large onions or 6 stupidly small ones, which I don't suggest buying, 2 large peppers and 6 garlic cloves. 2 teaspoons of chili powder, 2 teaspoons of cumin, 2 teaspoons of paprika. Mix that shit together and just fucking fry it off until it's kind of soft. Shove that here mince in when it's nice and soft, man. 2 beef stock cubes, bro. And then I'm gonna put like a pint of water in, so about 300 ml of water in that. And leave it. So I'll probably put about 2 tablespoons. Dos, tres. I'm just gonna leave this to boil down for it's probably gonna be like half an hour, 45 minutes. The longer you leave it, the nicer it's gonna taste, to soak in all that flavour and shit. And then chuck kidney beans in, but I think at the end of the day, like, you don't have to eat shitty vegetables and plain mince every day, man. If you can bother to make your own stuff and put your own shit in it, you can make real good food. So the main thing of diet is about doing something you can maintain, something you enjoy. If you don't enjoy it, then why do you do it? If you can't maintain it, then why do you do it? If you're going to crash, so maintainable diet is the one. Yeah, so that's been going for about half an hour. I reckon it's boiled down enough. Gonna shove like 3 tins of kidney beans in. Then I got some brown rice and we go 75 grams. A pound. Do you even kidney bean, bro? Probably leave that for about another 5-10 minutes just for it to boil down a little bit more so it isn't quite so wet. But good thing about chili as well is you can eat it with rice or potatoes so you can mix up the carbs. And the beans are loads of protein in, and the frickin' mince loads of protein in. Yeah, when I bulk I normally eat white rice, just got to taste better because brown rice gets very boring after a while. And when I cut I normally eat white rice as well, but the reason that I've gone to brown at the moment is because gram for gram, brown has less carbohydrates in it, so I can eat more brown rice due to restricting my carbs than I can white rice. So it works out alright in the end. We know there's 750 grams of mince in there. Look at this burnt shit, it's bad. 750 grams divided by 6 works out 125 grams a day of mince. Yeah, so if you want to eat 125 grams of mince a day, then that's divided by 6, so we're going to divide the total amount by 6. There's 3 cans of kidney beans, so we're going to assume there's half a can of kidney beans in each one, 125 grams of mince, and half a tin of tomatoes, because 3 tins of tomatoes. So I'm going to do 2,390 divided by 6, 398, so basically 400 grams. So I'm going to wait for this to cool, and then put it into little 6 400 gram bags. I'm going to weigh out 400 grams now to eat, and then I'll weigh out 400 grams in a bit, put it in freezer bags, freeze it, have it tomorrow, have it the day after, etc, etc. So go do that shit now. And we have 40 grams of this shit. So as I said earlier, I'm not sure if I put it in, I always say as I said earlier that I didn't actually put the clip in, so it doesn't make any sense. So I might not have said, but I had about 20 grams of protein left, so I'm going to have 40 grams of cheese to make up for that. That should be, I think it's about 7 grams of protein in, then I might have a very small protein shake just to make sure I've hit that 240 grams of protein at the end of the day. Gotta get me some cheese, man. Low fat, there's a way forward, it's got loads of proteins in.
Now it may gradually get bigger. The reason
Is he dying, Andy?
no, it's mold spots and things like that. But otherwise it's not really any risk of turning or becoming a cancer.
Right, so that shit will go in the freezer and then I'll keep this one out fresh for tomorrow. Yeah, so what I do as well to say, a lot of people say, oh, how can you afford this meat? How can you afford the chicken? Is I'll buy the chicken in bulk. So I'll go out and I'll buy, it's gonna stick to chicken, isn't it? I'll buy my chicken in a 5 kilogram like batch from the butchers, and that costs about 19 quid. So I think that's probably around $25 for 5 kilograms of chicken, and that way you save loads of money. Buy the 5 kilograms, buy it in bulk. So that's my food done for tonight, eating everything. I've gone like an hour over my fasting time, but it's not the end of the world. This is absolutely fucked my leg, so I've still got a problem with my leg, and I always will have a problem with my leg. My leg is fucked. So luckily I'm not training legs tomorrow. I'm going to get up real early tomorrow to hit shoulders because I've got a sports massage in the morning. Well, I've got a lecture at 9, sports massage in the morning, then something else, and you can't train after a sports massage really. So I'll let you know how that goes. And then I'm diving in the aquarium. So I've got a job actually feeding the fish and diving in an aquarium, which is pretty cool. I get to do this literally every single day. Take my chicken out to defrost for the next morning, and then what ends up happening is I'll get up and I'll have frozen chicken to cook with because I hadn't taken it out of the freezer. I'll microwave it and disgusting and white and fucking vile. My top secret diet plan document. This is my weight this morning that I forgot to put in. So look, there you go, that's my weight Monday, Saturday, Sunday. You can see it fluctuates, like it's gone up. Oh, it went up today since yesterday, so it's mainly down to water retention, how much food you got in your stomach, if you've gone for a shit or not. Let's go. Let's look at this. And this is my weight over time, so these are the amount of weeks I've been cutting for 5 to 6 weeks. 6 weeks is this current one, I haven't completed it yet. But that right there is where I went on holiday. You can kind of tell what happened. First week, big drop as I dropped all that initial glycogen and water. Went on holiday, didn't really lose any weight at all. Panicked, restricting my carbs too much, dropped even more weight and glycogen and water, and now I'm starting to lean, like slowly plateau out. So I expect this week to be somewhere around here, and I might have to drop my carbs again to get to my desired weight, which is probably going to be around 180 pounds, maybe just under, to be mega shredded. Watching Obsessed with My Body, and it's basically about gym and bodybuilding and lifting and stuff. And look at this kid's tan! Wait for it. This is why you spend the money and get a proper spray tan, boys, if you ever compete. Oh, fuck, man. Bruh. Has he fucking just rubbing the tanner all over himself? His tan's been finished now. Look, look. If you want to watch that, it's called Obsessed with My Body, I think, and it's on Channel 4 in the UK, so you can probably find it if you really want to watch it. It's quite interesting actually, it's pretty funny, but it just takes the piss a lot. I'm going to watch the rest of this. I've eaten all my food for the day. I'm going to start editing this vlog, but it's 10:30, so I don't know if I'll get it done today. I'll probably be out in a few days after this. I've got to go up at 7 and train, mega early day, and get a massage as I said earlier. But yeah, so that's what I ate today. Cheers.